Imagine this situation. It's Sunday morning, it's a cloudy day, it's kind of windy and cold, and you own a coffee shop, a very, very small coffee shop on the beach. This is a true story, by the way. All of a sudden, about 10 cyclists roll in and they all stop and order their breakfast. They all order between $20 and $25 each in breakfast. You think, great, this has just saved my morning. After their breakfast, they stay and they order another round of coffees. About 5 people stay and they have another round of coffee. Now imagine that these cyclists come in every Saturday and every Sunday. A bunch of them also come in on a Wednesday as well. So all up, there's probably about $500 to $600 worth of takings just in that one group alone. Now, what would you do to annoy the hell out of these people so much that they're going to leave? They are loyal customers. How are you going to get rid of them? One thing you can do is you can go and chase the shiny new toy. Now, what can the shiny new toy be? The shiny new toy might be something like Uber Eats. So you've got this cafe and everything's going okay, and then Uber Eats rolls into town and you start doing deliveries to people who are in apartment buildings around the beach near your cafe. Makes perfect sense. But all of a sudden, this group, of which one I belong to, start waiting 20 minutes for a coffee. Start waiting up to 40 minutes for a coffee. And you start to think as a consumer, like, this is getting ridiculous. In the corner of your eye, you see these Uber Eats people coming in and out and Deliveroo, and you're thinking, that's what's going on. The Uber Eats and the Deliveroos are taking priority, and they have to, I get that, leaving the existing customers, the loyal customers behind. The same thing happens at McDonald's. Sometimes you know that it's quicker to go to the drive-through to order a coffee than it is to actually order at the store. Now, what's the problem here? The problem is that the group gets disenfranchised and they leave. And this is a true story. Our group, worth, I'd say about $600 to $700 a week, have moved en masse to another coffee shop, not on the beach, in not such a pretty area. Food's just as good, but the service is fantastic and we get served straight away and we get treated almost like royalty because we're such a big group and they appreciate having us there. So this restaurant has lost all this trade in order to chase a shiny new toy. Now, what's wrong with that, you say? Like, big deal, they've chased the new opportunity. Yes, but with Uber Eats, you don't control the distribution. Uber Eats could do anything to their algorithms to change it so that it's less attractive for the consumer, or less attractive for the driver, or less attractive for you as the restaurant. So there are lots of ways that they could play with that to make it less attractive and make it just disappear. The other thing about that is that the people buying online might not necessarily be as loyal as the people who are coming to the place, because we were loyal because it wasn't just the food, it was about you get to know the staff, you get the same seat, you look out over a certain vista that is nicer than you're used to. You're used to the angles, you're used to the light, you're used to the tree that casts a shadow in summer, all of those things, so you stay loyal. But people who are ordering online don't have those opportunities to be loyal, so they might not be. So all of a sudden you are chasing the shiny new toy and it could disappear. So what do? Should you chase it? Well, there are a few options here. Number one, you could go and open a little warehouse somewhere else and just cater to Uber Eats if you've got an established enough brand and the funds to do it. You could take a table or two away from the inside of the restaurant and get another coffee machine and make that part of it work smoother. Or you could just deny the Uber Eats thing altogether. Now, how does that decision get informed? It comes back to purpose. The purpose of your business informs what to do, even a small coffee shop. How does it do that? Well, if the purpose of the coffee shop was to provide, say, a place for people to escape their morning routine and sit in a communal environment, a bit long-winded, but then if that was it, you wouldn't go Uber Eats. If the purpose of the coffee shop was to provide quick service coffees to people in a rush, then you would go for Uber Eats. There might be a purpose that fits both of them, in which case you'd have to cater to both of them and spend the money. But otherwise, the purpose would advise which way you should go. It's quite clear that this coffee shop isn't clear on why it's there beyond making money. Now, as a consumer, I feel that. They've abandoned us just to go and make money. They think the purpose of their business is to make money. No, it is not. The purpose of your business is different. The making money falls out of you living your purpose. So be very, very careful in your own business that you don't chase the shiny new toy. Or if you chase it, make sure it's consistent with your purpose. Please be careful of this and don't think that purpose is just for big businesses. It's for the tiniest businesses through to the biggest multinationals. I'm Stephen DiPietro. Thanks for tuning in.